There's always more to the story in General Hospital, and in the case of Dante Falconeri, his recent outburst says more about his emotional state than anything else. Fans were stunned to see how intensely Dante reacted after his son Rocco was hospitalized for alcohol poisoning. But now, it's becoming clear that Dante's anger runs much deeper than the incident itself. The truth is, Dante is carrying a heavy emotional burden, one that he hasn't fully processed, and it's starting to crack the surface. One of the biggest twists in this ongoing storyline is that Dante doesn't yet know that Gio is actually his biological son. That shocking truth is still waiting to explode, and when it does, it's bound to change everything for both men. But in the meantime, Dante's emotions are spiraling, and he's unknowingly lashing out at someone who is more connected to him than he realizes. This setup is classic General Hospital, a powder keg just waiting for the right moment to blow. In a recent interview with Soap Opera Digest, actor Dominic Zamprogna, who plays Dante, opened up about what's really going on inside his character's mind. He explained that Dante's emotional explosion was about far more than just Rocco's condition. As a father fearing for his son's life, Dante was in a heightened state of panic and desperation. In the beginning of it, when Dante doesn't know if Rocco's going to make it, that's self-explanatory, Zamprogna said. You're just going to sling wherever you sling if you're worried your child is going to survive something. But that's not all. Dante is also grappling with the grief and trauma of recent personal losses. He lost his fiancée, Sam, who was murdered under tragic circumstances, and he's still processing the shock of Lulu, his ex-wife and Rocco's mother, waking up from her coma. Even more gut-wrenching is the fact that Lulu is now carrying a part of Sam, literally, as she received Sam's liver in a transplant before Sam passed away. Zamprogna continued, his whole life has gotten turned upside down, and in that moment with Gio, it all just becomes too much for him. We all do work on ourselves, and none of us ever want to admit that we would ever lose our SD, but in real life, sometimes we do. Dante's fury wasn't calculated or deliberate. It was the reaction of a man who has been pushed to his emotional breaking point. And while Dante may pride himself on being strong and composed, even the strongest characters on General Hospital have their breaking points. There's a fork in the road, mentally, when you're in a terrible place or you've allowed your emotions to get the better of you, Zamprogna explained. And when you're in that frame of mind, you don't always have the ability to take the right action. As fans continue watching, it's clear that Dante is headed for a major emotional reckoning. Once he finds out the truth about Joe's paternity, everything he thought he knew about his family will change. The tension, the guilt, and the heartbreak are building toward a massive confrontation that will rock Port Charles to its core. For now, viewers can only wait and see how this story unfolds.